This video has been very hard for me to do. I'm trying to be as transparent as I can be, and I am really focusing on the positives. Let me start by saying, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Dia, and I am a nervous wreck. No.
Yes.
But I've been biting my nails like crazy, and this whole quarantine, well, I'm still working, but my kids being home and I have to work, be a teacher, be a mom, be a girlfriend, it's taking a lot out of me. So we're gonna start with the perfume of the day. The perfume of the day is Coach, and if you can't hear me, it's because I'm talking very low because I don't want my children to know that I'm filming a video, even though they probably know. I will try to remember that I said that I was going to link this down below. But you can find this, I bought this at Ulta. It smells like money. No. It smells broke as fuck. No, alright. Anyways. Yeah. So I was asked to do a life update. Even if you were a subscriber and you watched my videos, you might have not watched the video where I spoke about my life and what happened to me. I ended up deleting that video because I did say some kind of racist stuff, and I was still hurt at the time, and somebody watched it and loved how transparent I was. Thank you. And asked me for an updated video. But before I do an update of my life and what's going on and yada yada.
Is it ready, Mommy?
No. Go.
But Mommy, when Diesel, when me and Diesel looked out the window, Diesel found the lady that lived next door. Diesel grabbed at the dogs, and then she grabbed at the lady, Mommy.
I'm gonna film the video. Go.
You're trying to film yourself up. Diesel, why are you filming yourself up?
Close the door.
Close the door, Diesel. Ding, 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 ding.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. Hold on. Let's go back and start the video with this man tried to do me dirty, and I got him back by cleaning myself up. I'm sorry, I live right next to like a bunch of boats. It's not that fancy, I swear, but just somebody's climbing over the fence. Maybe I should call the cops. Alright, so I gotta do this pretty quick because I already wasted 4 minutes of your life, and I'm sorry. But excuse me because I did just get back from work. I wear scrubs to work, but I did want to put on something and like earrings, but I didn't do my hair. Because I don't need to. It looks that good. Who the fuck is watching this? You probably thumbs down, but you shouldn't. You should definitely subscribe and thumbs up. Whatever. So like I was saying, I ended up deleting that video, and somebody had asked me to do a life update. And before I do that, get into that, the life love update. The life update. I want to tell my story, because you know what? When people hear my story, they're like, damn, girl. A lot of people don't do that. Damn, girl, good for you. Wow, you're really inspirational. You are very smart. You are perfect. You're beautiful. You're a fucking clown. No. So, I do want to bite my nails so bad. Like, I have so much nail left to bite. Quarantine, what's up? What's up? If you're still watching, I'll mail you a waffle. Let's start from the beginning, from when I met the guy. Let's say his name, just for the sake of the video. Let's say his name is Skeleton. I met Skeleton when I was in beauty school. And no, I didn't drop out. I graduated. Okay. Anyways, alright, so I met him when I was in beauty school. I was 19. I was a child. He was 20. He was working at the grocery store that's literally the next, like, this was beauty school, this was the grocery store. And it was huge. It was a 24/7 grocery store, humongo. I went in there, we would all look like beauty girls, would go in and like get sandwiches at the deli, and then I found out they were hiring. Excuse me. So I went and I applied, got hired, and that's when I met him. We ended up hanging out and I really liked him. He really liked me. I was 19. I was still doing drugs. I was doing a lot of pills, smoking weed, and I was just drink. I don't know. Barely. I'm not really a drinker. I never was, but I was like into like some hardcore stuff. And he took me a lot more serious than I took him, unfortunately. I would lie to him, like he hated when I was high, and I would tell him, no, I'm not high, and he's like, you are, and then I'll be like, yeah, I am. So there was a lot of like, he didn't trust me. We ended up breaking up because of it, and I found out I was pregnant after we broke up, and I told him, I called him up, and it's funny because I literally only had enough money for cigarettes or pregnancy tests, not both, and I chose pregnancy tests, and I called him, and I was like, hey, I seriously need to talk to you. Come see me. Come pick me up. He picked me up. I told him I was pregnant. And I was like, listen, it's your child. I am going to have this baby with or without you. So if you want to start over and be together, that's great. If not, that's great too. Just know that you're going to have a child somewhere in the world. If you want to be in its life, awesome. So he agreed to be with me, and for a while it worked. I mean, there was always trust issues, but for the most part, it worked. He held a grudge for me being a liar in the past, and you know, I was a kid, but whatever. He always, I mean, I just want to be as transparent as I can be, because I don't want to say like, oh, the bastard cheated on me out of nowhere. No. Like, he had trust issues. I mean, I guess this is what I do. I humble myself down a lot. I'm extreme, like, that's not being humble, but I hear it a lot. And I look for the bad in me, too. Because there's always 3 sides to every story. The truth, mine, and his. So, we were together for a while. And when the baby was 1.5 years, he decided to join the military. Sorry, I don't know why I keep trying to like, I don't know. I'm trying to be cute, but I'm really like not that cute. Like, what is this? I don't know what the fuck this is. Whatever. So he decided to join the military. We literally got married. He never like really proposed to me either. It's just such a messed up relationship, whatever. I'm surprised it went as long as it did. He always had trust issues. Did I say that? And we would fight. And there was never like, I mean, yes, there was love, there was affection, but there wasn't like, you really make me happy, like type of love. It was kind of like, you're what I got. And I got you, you got me. And just, it's hard to talk about, but you know, it is what it is. So before he joined the military, we both had odd-end jobs. Like, he worked like making $12 an hour. I made like 10. Joined the military, we were able to have our own place, and boy, did we love that freedom, because we were living at my parents' house with the baby, and to finally be able to parent and on my own and do things the way I want to and not have somebody tell me, even though my mom helped me and I'm so grateful for her help. But many times she felt like it was her son. And I'm like, Mom, hi, I'm the mom. And it felt good to have that freedom. And us, we were still kids. We were babies. I was like 21, if that. And he's a year older, so 22. Like, we were kids. And we moved to out of state. I am originally from New York, and we moved to Virginia. Things were well. We got a dog. Things were good. We ended up buying a house. And then he comes up home one day and he tells me I need to relocate to Korea. I'm like, cool, let's start packing our bags. And he's like, the thing is, if you go with us, it's 3 years. If I go by myself, it's only 1 year. And our eldest son, he gets infusions every 2 weeks. So he convinced me to do the 1 year on his own, even though I would tell him repeatedly over, if you leave and we can go, we need to stick together. We need to take advantage that we have an opportunity to stay together. And that was always my saying. And he convinced me that, like, it's better to stay here, it's dangerous. He talked me up. So I was like, whatever. I'm like, it is a year. And he's like, so you won't be alone. Go back to New York, go live in my aunt's house in a basement with your 2 kids, and I'll be in Korea cheating on you. No, he didn't say basically. So he left in like July. Around December, things were acting very weird. I took it as him being stressed and how he didn't really want to know how we were doing. Like, it's weird. Like, he would completely not talk to us. He would go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We would talk on Facebook, so he would like message me and say, at work. Like, I was like, this motherfucker, if he's not talking to me, who's he talking to? And right before he left to Korea, his phone had broken, so he would use my phone to do everything that he needed to do. So his Facebook was still logged into my phone. So when I finally had enough, because I would see hotel fees and on the credit card, and I'll ask him about them. Oh, we were too drunk to get on base, so I had to get a hotel. And I was like, okay. Like, I let him do his thing because A, I trusted him. I'm here with your kids. I don't think you're gonna do anything to hurt me. And B, I took it as stress from the army. Like here I am, my freedom, and there he is in Korea, like doing what I didn't know at the time what he needed to do. So that happened, and he would disappear, like I said, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and one word answers. I would try to like, okay, I haven't really spoken to him. I'm like horny, I want to talk to you. And I would like send him a sexy picture or something, and it would be like a one word answer. And I finally was like, if he's not talking to me, who's he talking to? I logged onto his Facebook. I saw that he was talking to multiple women. I think there was like 3 women. One of them was like, and they all know he's married. It's right on his Facebook. I freaking, why bitches such hoes? So I found out, I called him, he answered, he's like, hello? And I was like, hey, like, we need to talk, I know what's been going on with you. He hung up and didn't talk to me for 2 days. I was calling him nonstop. My world was turned upside down. Not only did I rely on this man for shelter, food, shelter, clothing. I relied on this man on everything. My happiness. My world got really dark. And I want to say, by the grace of God, because I did fast and pray, I was, you're not even hungry at that point when you're heartbroken that deep. You just don't eat. And I fasted and prayed. And it's funny because this is when I feel like a lot of people get very spiteful and try to get back at somebody. But this is when I was like, all right, I made a mistake of relying on a man. What do I need to do to change this? He didn't talk to me for 2 days. Though between those 2 days, I literally Googled, got on my computer, and I Googled careers in less than 3 months, and phlebotomy came up. And that's when I took my phlebotomy course, and I ended up finishing. And then I flew to South Korea because I it was 10 years with this guy. I'm like, kind of wanted to like snap it back to reality, like, hey, look what I can do, and like we can really be a team together. Like let's take everything that we've learned from our mistakes in our relationship and fix it. Like I was really praying for my marriage back. I really was, when I was fasting and praying. And this just makes me happy because I remember when I first found out the first night and he hung up on me and didn't talk to me. I closed my eyes and I thanked God. I thanked him. I said, thank you, Lord, because I know something good will come out of this. I have that much faith in you, Lord, that something good will come out of this. And you know what did? What good came out of it? My independence. I was not spiteful when he took away the car. I was not spiteful when he sold our home. We owned the house. He sold our home because it was under his name. I was not spiteful. I say, Lord, I rested at your feet. Get back to him. Get back at him, please. But like, I'm not gonna dangle my children in front of him. My children deserve a father. And they want to see him. He wants to see him. Pick up the phone, call him. It's sad. It's sad that this happened to me, but I know this happens to a lot of women. And I know a lot of marriages do end up failing in South Korea when they get deployed, And like I said before in a video, I flew to South Korea. I tried to work on our marriage, and I saw how it was. I witnessed it firsthand. They get drunk every day. Well, listen, I know not everybody cheats. I know there are good people out there, but I'm saying my ex at the time would get drunk every day. He would go to the same bar every day where he met the chick. And it's just so, I'm like, kind of like, I'm not shocked. I'm still hurt. A certain song will come on and I'll be like, oh, that hurt my heart. Because at the end of the day, that was my husband, the father of my children. And you picture this life together and you don't think nothing would ever happen. You feel invincible. But the truth of the matter is things happen and they end up being for the better. They really do. And if you're going through a divorce or a separation, I want to admit that it may have been easier on me because being a military spouse, you are already used to not being together every day. So you're used to that separation. But regardless, it still hurts. And yeah, it's been 2 years for me. And I still think about it, like what my mistakes were in it. But I only think like that because I want to grow and I want to become someone a lot better than who I was. Not better than him, better than who I was. I look at my faults and I look at how I want to change them. I don't rely on his child support if he decides to give it to me this month. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, I know he has so much money saved up somewhere. I know he does. And like, the fact that if like I have to like remind him, are you gonna give me child support? And it's like, oh yeah, and it's only whatever he wants to give me. It's sick. But if you want to, now I can do a life update in my next video. So I don't want to end on a sad note, even though what happened to me was pretty sad. But I do, hopefully, if somebody is like really hurt right now and you're really hurting because you're going through something, like, I want to cry with you. Like, I really do want to cry with you. And if you don't believe in God, don't believe in Jesus, I don't want to say start believing in him, but you gotta find something that motivates you it makes you want to do better. Because my mistake was relying on him for my happiness. And that was a huge slap in the face, and it was a huge lesson learned. And I am confident to say that I came out stronger. I came out stronger than what anyone would think. That's why when I said at the beginning of the video, like, people would come up to me and be like, wow, like, you changed. And you know what? I live better that way, not being bitter or spiteful, dangling my children in front of him. Like, I'm happy. And you will be too. And things will get better. I know when my brother would tell me that, Diane, stop logging into his Facebook. Like, you're gonna look back on this and be like, it's so stupid. I didn't. Oh. Okay. I didn't believe it. I didn't. I was like, there's no way I'll ever get over this. You will. You will, you little baby in there. You will. Keep yourself busy. Make a YouTube channel. I don't know. Talk to me. I would love to talk to you. If you're going through a separation and you are divorcing and you're just like at your wit's end, like you rely on everything for this guy, you can't do nothing right, please message me or talk to me. Leave me a comment. I would love to talk to you and get you in the, my neighbors suck, get you in like a better staging in life. Okay. If I'm missing something, I would probably see it in the editing. This video is all over the place. I did the best that I could. I came back from work. I was not wearing the shawl. Put it on. Try to be cute. My lipstick is all messed up. I'm gonna be mean to me before you're mean to me. Take care of yourself. If you want to message me, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on with your life. You want someone to talk to. I'm that person. I'll always be here for you because I care, boo-boo. Love you, bye.